Hello everybody and welcome to episode 74 of the Chesterfield of Dreams. Now you probably all know the way that sometimes you can have the time of your life on FM, everything is going perfectly and you're getting all the results you need, and then suddenly you come to a screening halt. Well, that's exactly what's happening to me in the league and the Champions League. So you can see here we're now down to 9th position with 2 draws and 2 defeats since we last spoke. We've only scored 6 goals and conceded 4, so we're kind of struggling in that department, where it's likes of Man United and even West Brom have scored twice as many goals as us. So a bit of a worry in that regard, and there are even a few injury problems to discuss. So after the dream result against Valencia in the last episode, we played a different team to what we had available from that Champions League game. We got unfairly beaten 2-0 by Leicester City. It was a disastrous first half and the players just weren't up for the challenge of making a comeback. So it was really harsh, but we deserved at least 1 goal, and Leicester were lucky to score twice, but that's the way it goes sometimes. We had another Tuesday commitment, and thankfully it was a victory with Ronnie Pinho and Ahmed each scoring a goal. And then Middlesbrough got a fluky own goal, but probably deserved something out of the game. They were far better than us. And Sam Zand, Yara Messa, Mark Davies and Ruben Loftus-Cheek were all hurt in this game, so they're unavailable for today's Champions League. So it's just not going so well at the minute, despite that Captain One Cup win, which earned us a game against Chelsea of all teams. So our Captain One Cup success is probably slim. But the Champions League, 1st of October, it is a wonderful Tuesday night, and we will be travelling to the VELTINS-Arena now to see how we get on. There are even a few suspensions to worry about, but here are the other games as scheduled for this Champions League. We'll look at Schalke's lineup in a moment, but here you go. We've got Loftus-Cheek out, Sam Zand out, Yarn Messa out, Stephenson suspended, Forza still injured, and Davies is still injured. And we'll just check how long those are for. So groin strain, Messa has a gashed leg, Sam Zand has a twisted ankle, and Loftus-Cheek has a twisted knee. So we can only name 6 substitutes, which is a real disaster. And the likes of Tom Bertram and Anthony Sire are a little tired, but we have to deal with that. And you can see a very slim pickings for me. And with a big game against West Brom on Saturday, it's just a massive ask for these players to get a result. But however, we'll do our best, and we'll see you at the match screen. Okay, welcome back everybody. Here's a quick look at the Bundesliga table for you, and it's Schalke currently 3rd position with 4 wins and 2 defeats. The likes of Bayern Munich and Bayer Leverkusen are a little disappointing at the minute, but Bochum, would you believe, are top of the league with 5 wins and 1 loss. So the Bundesliga looks fiercely competitive, and Schalke should probably be in the best of form. You can see they've got Maximilian Meyer, Castellanos, and these sort of people. Don't recognise many more names, maybe a few guys on the bench, you never know. But we have a reasonably good squad. Pinho and Boring are in midfield, Tom Bertram and Kinsella out on the wings. Callum Cook and Ahmed will hopefully provide more goals, and then I've got a good defence with 2 Germans, so hopefully they'll be right at home here at the Veltins-Arena. So without further ado, we've got the opposition marking done. We're going to be disciplined, and the result is a bonus. I don't expect too much, but I think we can go out and impress regardless. The fans have made a great deal out of coming to such a wonderful stadium. They must be absolutely loving it. But now we're ready to kick off and see how we get on. Juventus, I expect, will win their game against Valencia, which will give us a bit of a reprieve in terms of getting 3rd place. But we'll just see how we get on in our white changed kit. Schalke in their traditional blue, of course, and Goretzka and Danieri to Kniapis, and it's a long opening highlight. We are 40 seconds in, and there's a long ball for Maximilian Meyer, and he's charged down, and that's the end of the highlight. There it is. So Chesterfield doing well to block out Meyer, but it's going to be a long night if we let him have free reign of this game. But nothing so far. We have a set piece, and that's cleared to Ahmed, Kavanagh. Oh, not bad at all. Shanahan to Tom Bertram. Oh, what a save by the goalkeeper. I think he's playing against... where did I buy him from again? Was it Schalke? I forget. We'll have to research that at half-time. But Bertram might be back at his old stadium. And that's a neat pass that didn't work out. But so far, so good for Chesterfield, and Meyer over the crossbar. Show some passion is my instruction. And that's a penalty. I didn't see what happened. It might have been a handball. But this could be Schalke into the lead. Goretzka into the bottom corner. And we go down to third place for some strange reason. But either way, Yang Zhaidong, one of their best regens, has been hurt. So we're going to deal with that. But Schalke take the lead. And we're going to have to reply to that again and again. Just like we did against Valencia. But I don't know if we can pull this one out of the bag. It would be a huge, huge upset with players fatigued and all that sort of business. So we're going to try and be more expressive and maybe run at the defence a little bit, see what happens. But we're happy with that. I have to look back at that one. It was a very soft penalty, but Tom Bertram was guilty according to the referee. Maximilian Meyer is injured as well, so it looks like we're angry about our own misfortune, and we've taken out two of their best players. So my apologies, but we kind of have to tackle them hard. We've no alternative but to give them no space and no room. But it's all Schalke at the minute. We're going to try and survive this onslaught. Here's Ruud and Castellanos. Kinsella with a good interception. Ahmed all on his own. He has to go out wide, but he didn't see the option. Oh, maybe he's got a golden opportunity. Rounds the goalkeeper. And he's done it again in the Champions League. We're top of the group. As something must have happened to Juve. It's still 0-0. So this would be a priceless point. It was a rather cruel first half for Schalke. And it's 1-1. Not deserved in my opinion. But you can see they've had two guys injured. I don't want people getting red carded if possible. But yeah, that's the way the ball is bounced. So Tom Bertram, you may recall I bought him from Hertha Berlin. That's it. I bought him from Hertha Berlin, so he wouldn't be from this kind of area at all. But that was a good first half. Little lucky, as I said, but I'm really pleased with that. We can go out and make an away goal a reality, but Schalke will be furious and they'll come out all guns blazing in the second half. So we'll go back to flexible, and so it happens. So that was great desire in the tackle from Callum Cook, and that got us the equaliser we desperately needed. So 1-1. Here we go for the second half. Kinsella has been body checked and he's now earned a free kick, which will amount to nothing. Here's Castellanos over the bar for a goal kick. Tom Bertram not having a great game as well as that penalty, and that's another injury. Leon Goretzka. Now where was he playing? Well, I'm not too sure. He must have been the defender, but that's disastrous. I apologise to Schalke as they've lost 3 players to injuries. He was a midfielder, so he was a big name for them. So Schalke have rightly got a axe to grind with me, and we're going to have to make some substitutions. Oh, Ahmed is hurt. You're not serious. Well, I think we deserve that, but if we're down to 0 strikers for the next Premier League game, I don't know what we're going to do. Here's Pinot. He looks for Tom Bertram. Not bad. Cook and Boring. He wants to roam into the box with Pinot in support. Ahmed tackled Bertram. Here's Cook. Oh, he went for goal. It was a little wayward, but not bad. But I have to protect Ahmed. I can't have him out of this game, but I have to time it right. I've no real reinforcements on the bench. Kavanagh with a poor clearance. Ruud, interception by Cook, and he's lost it. Boring gains it back. Here's Ahmed to Tom Bertram, and it could be a good cross. Cook! Oh, Fireman saves, but Chesterfield doing brilliantly this half. Encourage needed. Now we're going to make a change. That's for definite now. People are getting tired. But here we are. Look at this bench. It's depleted. What can I possibly do here? I think Bertram will stick him up front, put Kinsella on the right, and then Wagstaff on the left. That's all I've got really. Maybe defensive switch. No, a bit soon for that. But that's really all I can do. Maybe Bemboletta can come on. But I'm really strapped for players at the minute. And we're just hanging on in there. A draw would boost our morale because we're upset at our Premier League form, not winning in our last 4 games. Here's Wagstaff to Tom Bertram. Lobbed over the bar unsuccessfully. And we're going to make our second change. Whoops. It's going to be a defensive one. Kavanagh or Syra. I'm not too sure who should come off. Well, Syra could come off. So we'll put on Dial Fry for him. And Bemboletta. Maybe Lenihan. I think Lenihan for Pina. We don't want anybody in a red card. Stephenson will be back for the Premier League match, no doubt. He's only got a suspension, but we don't want Pino suspended either. So he's done very well this season, and we're now going to play structured. I'll be happy with a point. It leaves us top of the group as, oh, feck that. Valencia have scored, and that was just cleared off the line. So we are top of the group, but I don't want Valencia on 3 points. That's not ideal at all. And Farman saves. I'm a little nervous now. I don't know what to do. But Chesterfield have had such a good second half. I don't want to discourage this. Here's Bertram! Oh, good save. Now, 5 minutes to go. We're going to go counter. More and more, bickering between our players. We're hurting people left, right and centre. Castellanos is hurt. And Ben Wagstaff as well. What a bizarre game. I haven't seen the likes of this before, and there's one last opportunity for Boring. He's found Tom Bertram. He's got to look up for Wagstaff. He has. He's onside. Boring! Oh, that was the opportunity, but it's well saved. And Schalke will now go for it themselves. Castellanos. He's beaten his marker. Danieri to Bravo. Minhyuk back to Lindsberg. And Castellanos. Good play. That's a fantastic ball. And I thought that would have been a penalty, but it was offside. And this most heated rivalry comes to an end. And no sooner could it have been. We've gotten out of that battle that we've probably inflicted on Schalke. We've gotten out of it with a point, and that is fantastic. I think the players deserve a bit of praise. They may feel it's a bit patronising, but I think the attitude has been good. So Tom Bertram has had a nightmare, but we have to keep him fresh and ready to go. But would you believe it? Juventus have lost to Valencia, and that puts us top of the group without any contest so far. And that was actually my 500th game in management. So that's a positive result. But look at this. 3 injuries for Schalke this time, and we had 2 players minorly injured, and they had 2 more players hurt. So I've never seen the likes of it in my time. Here's one last look. Let's just see all those players who got injured. So Castellanos, he got an orange cross. Ahmed and Wagstaff have orange crosses. So we're going to check out their guys. I hope they're okay. 3 weeks for Yang Sui Hong. Maximilian Meyer, 5-6 days. That's okay. Relief. And Leon Gotzkra is not officially injured. How about Castellanos? 9-11 days. So really bitter game. I don't know why that had to happen. But let's check out our guys. Are we okay? Ben Wagstaff is not. 3 weeks. That's great, isn't it? So our player actually gets the worst injury, but he didn't have to come off. And that leaves us with a huge task. We're going to play West Brom on my birthday, my 501st game in management. Then we get the international break for which we really, really needed. And then we get straight back into action against newly promoted Sheffield United. Juventus away in the Champions League, and then Manchester United at home. This could be the hardest month of my career thus far, and we wouldn't have it any other way, would we? But the players are going to have to fight tooth and nail, not to just keep their spot in the team, but to avoid injury. Look at this. It's crazy. And we only have one recognised striker left. and he's not even fully fit yet. Michael Henning, a long way back to fitness in this manager's opinion. But apart from that, it's just about time to go. There are my stats, my 500th management appearance, and I've won 213 times, 96 draws, 191 losses, and a positive goal difference of 35. So that's all I've got time for today, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you for the Juventus game. Bye for now.